We're Theirhappytails. I'm Matt.
I'm Erika.
Our daughter Shanti, and we travel the globe full time. Today's video is to talk to you about how we moved to Costa Rica and also why we're leaving. To give you a little backstory, for the last 4 years, we've been building school buses, traveling them all across the United States, especially during COVID. It worked out perfectly for us. Then we spent some time in Mexico, and Erika has done tons of international traveling. That was our first international experience as a family, and we loved it. We were there for 3-4 months, something like that. Where can we do this more and stay? And then Costa Rica had a lot of pros going for it, and here are a couple.
So proximity to US. From Costa Rica back to the States, you can get there by lunch if you need to. With Shanti being still young at 5 years old, there was a desire to be close to the family if there needs to be a quick flight, or if they wanted to come visit us, or vice versa for the holidays.
We booked a spot for a month. We just showed up with 2 backpacks and my surfboards. That's it. And it's so easy to just kind of get a place here. We'd go back to the States and bring stuff down. So that aspect of moving here is really not all that hard. There's some visa things you can do, but here in Costa Rica, the visa, they just recently changed it. The tourist visa is 6 months. So you don't have to leave for 6 months. And if you do hit that 6-month mark, then you just literally go across any border and come right back. You could even come back that same day and your visa renews. So if you're on the fence about it, we didn't do any residency paperwork or anything like that. We just have been on the tourist visa, an extended vacation, if you will. And definitely, I'm glad we didn't go to the hassle because we're leaving soon. We'll get to that. Just wait a little longer. I keep putting off the good stuff, but just hang in there with us.
Although we didn't get our residency and driver's license in Costa Rica, if you have any questions about maybe being an extended tourist or coming to give it a try, please comment or email us directly.
Yeah, and another reason why this area that we've been living in, Tamarindo specifically, was appealing because it had everything we kind of need as a family. We started in Jaco.
I had been to Jaco, but it was 10, 15 years ago, and obviously things changed. And so going back as a family, we just quickly realized the vibe just wasn't for us, especially raising a child. And we just rented a car and bounced up to Tamarindo. Another spot I had been to before. Coming back, I was not expecting the growth that has happened, but with growth came community, a lot of expats, a lot of new people, new restaurants, new stores. Having a child, there were many more things that became important to us when choosing a location is to, quote, stay put for a bit. There's a medical center, there's a 24-hour clinic if need be.
And schools. There's in this area, I'm not even kidding, there's 15 schools that you can choose from. It's just mind-blowing. We started walking around, we rented a place for a month, and we're this is pretty cool. I mean, we're walking around seeing people already. We just felt this place, we could stay here for a little bit. And we had a school picked out for Shanti and everything was just kind of falling into place at first. And for me, surfing was such a big part of my life growing up. Coming back here and being in the bus, I didn't surf for 4 years. And when we lived in Barbados, I surfed every day there, and I've been surfing pretty much every day here. It's been such a revitalizing aspect of my life being here. But this area is kind of weird. It's a third world country, but you're paying pretty high prices to be here. That's one of the cons we'll talk about later. Let's stay on the pros for a little bit. We also really wanted to learn Spanish as a family.
How's that going, babe? I'm just kidding.
Bien.
No, we have picked up conversational Spanish. Now, I will admit we could have put in a lot more effort and be pretty close to fluent by now. So Tamarindo primarily is English speaking when you're at the stores or the restaurants. So I believe our Spanish might have been progressing quicker, but it's just so easy to speak English here.
So before we get into the living expenses, how much we spend on rent and things like that, we also want to talk about why we chose to get a place here in town rather than maybe somewhere a little bit cheaper outside of town. Because there's a big difference there in price and a big difference in lifestyle. But let's talk about the lifestyle part of it first.
It was a must for me to be able to walk everywhere. If we want ice cream as a family, we walk out our door and we go walk to the ice cream shop. If we want to go to the beach, I wanted to be able to get the boards and just walk to the shore. I really didn't want a car to be a necessity, and that was one of my foot down, must be in town, just so we can walk everywhere.
In the States or most other developed countries, you're driving everywhere, so you never have a chance to see anybody. So in that community feel really gets lost through transportation, driving in a car. You go from your house to the store in a car. You go to your house to work, and like, unless you call somebody to meet up, you don't see anybody. But here, walking around, we were seeing people all the time. Like, hey, and it's a nice feeling. You're just walking and you know the person who does whatever they're doing, and you just say hi. The higher cost of living was definitely worth the social aspect and the uplifting of the spirit of just being around people for us, you know?
Selfishly, I know he had his surfing, but I was pretty pumped that there are gyms in the area. There's a lot of health conscious restaurants. There's an herbal organic health food store. So I didn't feel trapped with limited options. So, you know, the walking, it's just all around a place where you generally feel living a healthier lifestyle.
So another asset of being here in Costa Rica and in Tamarindo specifically is that there's lots to do all around you. All these different beaches, some of them are really beautiful, like Playa Theirhappytails. We have a whole video on that. You can watch that as well. If you come here, definitely check out that place.
And within minutes or hours, be hiking a waterfall or visiting some desolate beach. So it really is pretty central for some like outward excursions if you're looking for adventure.
If you watch one of our last videos, we said we were gonna do a van here. It just didn't kind of pan out. It's too much risk. Although I really do want to build a van somewhere and travel like that, but Costa Rica just wasn't it. So throughout the whole video, I've been telling you to wait till the end. Well, we're getting close to the end, and now you've waited for the juicy stuff, because we're gonna start talking about the cons and why, for us personally, being here for 10 months, we're gonna be here for a year in total by the time we leave, why we're leaving. Let's address the first big thing that was pretty shocking to me coming here was the price of everything.
Yes.
I mean, the prices here are stupid, honestly. So let's get into a breakdown of some of our cost. And we live a pretty minimal lifestyle. We're not in some luxurious place. We eat at home most of the time. We found a great deal on rent, actually, and it was still expensive for us. What we were expecting to pay, I think I should say, actually. And we pay $1,400 for a decent little apartment, but nothing crazy. We signed a year lease on it, so that got the price down a lot.
Well, I must say that out of all of the friends that we have in the same complex, we have the less of the rent. So people around us are paying anywhere between like $16,000 and $2,000 a month. In town, $2,000 is a very easy monthly
Yeah,
budget.
that's like the average, I'd say, honestly.
Yeah.
Food is also very expensive here. You know, you're not going out to dinner for anything less than $15 for a single person, minimum.
I don't even know where you'd find that.
Yeah, that's like if you're at like a really cheap place.
Yeah.
So if you're coming here, like, just expect, don't be shocked by how expensive it is. Because we were like, it's a third world country. It's Costa Rica. Like, you can't even flush your toilet paper. You got to put it in the trash bin next to you. And the dirt road, like, the roads are like totally crappy most places, and you're paying like American prices.
To be honest, I was more shocked on like the groceries, because we do cook at home a lot. We are financially aware of food, and so we try to, you know, stay at home. But going to the grocery store is, my joke is like equivalent to shopping at Whole Foods all of the time. And it's not Whole Foods, you know, you're just getting your basics.
No.
So we will drive out of town hoping for cheaper grocery prices, but that was one shocker to me, because we're good about eating at home, but it hasn't saved us anything living here.
Yeah, so like, for example, for really, I'll show this on screen, but for like a small thing of cottage cheese, $10. A small thing of peanut butter, $10. Like, and these things are normally like $3 in the States, you know what I mean? So you're talking about a massive markup on most things that are imported. You can get veggies and stuff for the same price, honestly. It's not cheaper than the States, because even most of the vegetables are imported here. Like, everything is imported here in Costa Rica. It's kind of sad, honestly. You know, it's kind of sad to see, and that's another part. Earlier we were talking about you don't need to know Spanish that much. There definitely is culture here in Costa Rica, but you're not really going to see as much of it here in
Not in
Tamarindo.
Tamarindo.
There's the culture to us is one of the reasons why we're leaving. Everybody's super nice, don't get me wrong. Friendly as can be, chill lifestyle, all these kind of things. But there's just so much more vibrant cultures, much more better food from other cultures as well. Rice and beans and chicken is like the staple, is like that's like the cultural food here, and it's good, but it's not that great.
So overall, I don't regret a day here. I think it was awesome. I learned how to surf, woohoo, that was cool. Now it's a part of our whole family because Shanti and I surf as well as him.
And despite the cons that we were just talking about, Costa Rica is still an amazing country.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. To answer the question, would we do it again?
I don't think I would buy a house.
Yeah.
We'll come back. Because the friends
Definitely.
we've made here, it's family now. So if we're passing by, Tamarindo will be a pit stop for sure because of the friends. We consider family now, the surf, the community.
The real reason why we're leaving. Drum roll.
More culture!
Yeah, more culture. So we have decided to pack up, sell all of our stuff here, and we're gonna bring our backpacks and ourselves over to Europe to start backpacking and volunteering all throughout Europe and really giving Shanti the experience of helping on farms, helping people who are in need, and for us just to be of service and continue filming it. So guys, like and subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, please comment your questions below. We do also have a link below to buy us a coffee. It's just like, if you found value from this video, you can just pretty much like buy us a coffee. It's super easy. Also, I do want to mention this. Our Costa Rica journey is coming to an end. We have valued our time here, and we definitely would still suggest coming to give it a try if it's in your desire to do so. You won't regret it. You can always go back to your home base and start your career over. You know what I mean? There's always still life to live. Just take the risk and do it.